asking for your information or trying to get you to apply for things online. This was kind of a shocking one here. This says changing your address. A thief might contact your credit company and change your address so that they start getting the mail at their house. Number 5 is the old-fashioned just stealing your stuff. You know, stealing your purse, stealing your wallet or whatever.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you want us to report if we see someone dumpster diving? Because I had an experience 2 weeks ago. Our trash is picked up on Friday mornings around 7. 4 to 7, there were 2 individuals in a bright orange sports car. And the man was on one side of the street, the woman was on the other side of the street. And they were going through the trash. Now you can see that he was taking the recycles and dumping them right into his trunk of his car.
Yeah.
At the same time, he was also going through papers.
Yeah, that's not normal.
And that just, I looked at that and I thought, whoa, this isn't right. And
That definitely call us on that. You can call us on guys taking the bottles too. But if you see them taking papers and going through, reading the stuff, that's even more of an urgent call.
So at that moment, I should have called 911.
Yeah, well, yeah, or 1-877 ask LAPD.
Or shred everything and put it.
Yeah, protect yourself. Shred your stuff. But if you see somebody going through your neighbor's papers, then call us up.
Shredders are not expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have one.
But she sees them going through your neighbor's trash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it used to come out just picking up bottles and cans and so forth. I've seen them do that.
Yeah.
And they'll come late at night, you hear them noise, you wonder what's going on out there.
Yeah, definitely.
What the city recommends is don't put the blue barrel out until the morning of the trash pickup.
Yeah. I mean, I went today. I was working a burglary task force, and I saw every corner I went to, there was guys dumpster diving for bottles. They all are trying to beat each other out. A little bit quicker than the other guy. It used to be they do it on Friday morning, and now then it was Thursday night, and now they're going Thursday midday.
What was the other number we should call instead of 911?
1-877 ask LAPD. It's the same operators. It's just they know that somebody's not getting shot. It's something less life-threatening. I'm not going to read all this to you guys. It's kind of boring, but you guys can go through it on your own, or just put it aside until it happens to you, I guess, and then you know what to do. Minimizing the risk, it comes down to protecting your Social Security number. That's the most important thing that you guys have. Never carry your Social Security number in your wallet. Don't write down your Social Security number and keep it in your wallet or purse. Try not to give it out unless it's absolutely necessary. They gave a list here of questions you can ask if somebody's asking for your Social Security number. It's like, why do you need it? How will my Social Security number be used? How do you protect my Social Security number? Things like that. And they kind of just go into weighing the risk and the need. I remember I was at Powerhouse and they wanted my Social Security number, and I thought, why do you guys need my Social Security number? You just need to check.
Is it typical for the police if you witness something that they ask for your Social Security?
Yeah, we do ask for that. It's on our Field FI cards here. There's a box there that says Social Security number. But if you say, I don't want to give it to you, we'll just put a line through it.
Okay.
But we will ask. We ask for every box that's on this card. Honestly, we can get it later. Just pull it up on the system if we needed to. But that comes more into play of the guys that we arrest when they're playing name games and giving us all kinds of different numbers and things.
You mean they don't tell you the truth?
Yeah. Rarely. I put in there a section on protecting your mail and trash. It's got I found the number for stopping your mail, and it's also got a website.
Oh, that brings up an interesting point. If you're going away on vacation for more than a couple of days, stop your newspaper, stop your mail. It's an automatic clue to these guys who are looking for people who aren't home. If you've got 2 newspapers lying in your driveway, they know you're not there.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you stop it, mankind knows you're not there, so.
Those guys got so many houses. They would know anyways.
I'm more concerned about the guy who is casing my house than the mail carrier or the paper person.
Yeah. Kind of an interesting arrest that Van Nuys had today. We were working on a case at the 24-hour fitness by the Target down on Fallbrook.
Yeah.
They had 6 of their lockers broken into in the men's locker room. And the guy was getting the keys to the cars. He wasn't getting the items out of the lockers. And then he was going in the parking lots and getting into the vehicles. He would find purses or wallets, take the credit cards, and walk right into the Target and start using the cards.
Oh my God.
So it was like a one-stop shop.
How do they break into the lockers?
I don't know how he got into those, but I don't know that part. That happens a lot, though.
Pardon?
They get into those pretty easily, it seems like. They happen all the time.
It's weird. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to happen here where the Boeing, the rec centers,
Yeah.
they knew people don't take the wallets inside, so they would leave them in the car.
Yeah.
So they break into the car.
He did it. He was videotaped doing it 9 times in Van Nuys at the one off of Sepulveda, right by the freeway. The one up there at Nordhoff at that 24-hour. So we were looking for him today, and we got word that the detectives in Van Nuys arrested him. But
Oh, you had pictures, they had cameras in those places?
well, not inside the locker room, but the
I
people
understand.
coming and going.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, listen, they had on TV last night about all the burglaries in Northridge.
Mhm.
What's that all about? They kicking in doors? It was on TV.
I haven't heard about it.
It was in
You
Porter
heard about it?
Ranch.
Porter Ranch, right.
Yeah,
Porter
where
Ranch.
the kind where they like kick in your door or whatever.
That's right, it was on
When you
TV
don't
last night.
answer.
Yeah.
And they even had some camera, somebody's camera from outside,
Yeah.
where they walk up and one, something go around, look like the thing you showed, somebody go around in front, and that's why.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to show a quick video I found at the end here. It shows 2 guys breaking into a house in Nevada, but it's a really clear, good video. It shows you how these guys all work. But that's why we always say, acknowledge somebody through the door. Don't open it, but you can tell them, hey, I'm home. Because the last thing you want is for them to crawl through your doggy door or kick the door in, and now you're confronting them in the house.
Well, that's what happened. One place they didn't answer to a 15-year-old boy,
Yeah.
so they tied him up. Luckily.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better just to acknowledge it and say, hey, you know what? I don't know. I'm cleaning my guns. I'm busy or something. That's how I always. That's my little joke, but it probably worked pretty well, right? And also, we got a section here for what to do if you are a victim of identity theft. It's got the list for the 3 credit companies, or the credit check companies: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. One thing I didn't know about, I had a victim tell me this on the phone the other day, is it's real important for you to file a complaint through the Federal Trade Commission. And they have a lot of victims resources for you. They can walk you through the process. Sometimes you get the runaround, to be honest with you, with police departments. The officers, if I try to make a report in Glendale and they say, well, they used your credit card in CME, you need to go to CME. And then you go to CME, and then CME says, no, you got to do it at your house and all this other crap. You should be able to do it wherever you live. Just tell the officers, I need to make a report here. I think if you would have contacted these people first, they would walk you through the process. And that's through the Federal Trade Commission. Any questions about that? It's not.
No, I have a question. If someone uses your credit card, stolen credit card, in a store, and
Yeah.
the store obviously has video of the person there purchasing, using your credit card, I mean, there's no way that they don't ask for other ID to match the credit card?
They're supposed to, but who
Yeah,
does?
we had it stolen out of Spectrum. My husband had his card stolen at
Mhm.
Spectrum. And 2 hours later, we went to lunch and he realized it. And these people had gone to Pasadena Apple Store and bought a $3,000 computer. And I was so pissed, I called the Apple Store.
Yeah.
They said, no, they don't ask for ID, not necessarily.
I find it interesting. I have an American Express and I have a Visa. I never get asked to show ID with the Visa, but almost all the time with the American Express.
And
Yeah,
zip
they
code.
do.
Yeah.
On the back of my card, you write with a Sharpie, ask for ID.
I have that on the back of all my cards, but they
Yeah.
don't look at it
And
for whatever
still
reason.
don't
they-
ask.
A lot of them you scan yourself, so they
Yeah,
wouldn't see your
there's a lot
card.
of self-serve, like you can go to Costco and go through the self-serve.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's
No
just,
idea.
how serious the teller takes his job and how many customers they got and how overworked they are.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, they ask me, I've done it, and they ask me. A
Occasionally
lot of
they'll
times they
ask-
don't, but.
They rarely look at the back of the card, except for American Express.
Mhm.
I don't know why.
It's because the fee is higher. They don't like American Express.
Yeah, maybe Visa, they get their money back either way, they don't care, they're covered.
Yeah.
It could be.
That's a policy with American Express. Is that what
Oh, it is?
It's
Yeah.
their policy, yeah.
Because even if you scan it yourself, they still ask for ID.
Yes, they do.
And then they want zip code too. Even Walmart wants zip code. Only for American Express code.
Does anybody have any other questions? I'm gonna show this.